Hello beautifuls, this is Aromie here and welcome back to Mystic Destinies Serendipity of Aeons. And we are here, caught by this lady, playing, well, we're not playing this piano. Tatsuya was playing the piano, which I thought was really cute because I really like guys that can play piano. And Tyler doesn't know how to play piano, but he knows how to play the violin. So, well, basically any guy that can play an instrument, instant plus 10 charm. I look from her to Tatsuya and back. They stare at each other silently. The surprise is visible, apparent in both of their faces. Tatsuya. Tatsuya? I feel as if someone is suddenly pressing down on my chest hard. Who are you? Who are you, lady? You look old, so you can't be dating him. I don't even call him that. I don't even get to call him that. Tatsuya looks at the girl, dazed, unsure. Wait, is she our age? I thought she was a bit older. No lie. Haruna? His voice is not much above a whisper, and yet I can still hear it. That strange sweetness in his voice when he says the girl's name. Yo, Jelly, I'm Mad Jelly. I force myself to not turn away, even though my heart feels like it's being squeezed in an icy grip, and I don't know why. Shouldn't say that, but I'm sure I would say that. Tatsuya stands up and moves closer to the girl. Excuse me! Just a step closer, but I'm already left behind him. I can't see what sort of expression he's making as he looks at her, and I don't think I want to know. The feeling of suddenly being very small and unwanted, like I was some sort of pest, creeps into my very being. Oh, he's smiling at her? What the heck? The girl, Haruna, as he called her, smiles gently up at Tatsuya. Wow, it's been so many years. Briefly glances at me and tilts her head. You've grown up into such a good-looking guy. I'm kind of jealous of your girlfriend here. He gives such an angry look. Oh my god. Who? He looks back at me as if just remembering that I'm here. Okay, I'm out. I'm hurt. I'm out. Oh, her. She's not my girlfriend. Tatsuya says it with so little emotion as he turns back to Haruna. I try not to wince at the sudden sharp sting in my heart. Now I'm getting some type of way. I don't know why it matters. It's not like what he's saying isn't true. I guess it just hurts to be so easily dismissed and forgotten. I stand up from the piano bench. It looks like the staff is back, so yeah. I'll just go take care of the order while you catch up. Tatsuya barely spares me a glance as I walk away towards the bar area. I push through my own curiosity and walk towards the staff without looking back a single time. One of the staff, the bartender, looks at me with a smile as I stop right in front of the bar. Thanks for these, and can you tell Chizaki thanks from us? When I nod, the bartender smiles brighter. Thanks! Oh, and here's the payment. I take the money from her hands and put it away in my pocket. Thank you. I'll just wait here for him to be done. No, knowing me as a hurt individual, I would walk out. By the way, who are you, Tatsuya? I don't know who you are. Bye. I think this to myself, but even then, or perhaps especially because I thought about it, my eyes drift over to Tatsuya. I can see that he's still talking to the girl, albeit too quietly for me to hear from all the way over here. Haruna's normally so quiet, I never really see her talk to anyone. Isn't that Chizaki's son? The waiter asks, and both he and the bartender look at me curiously. Ch! I nod at them. They both smile as they briefly glance at Tatsuya and Haruna. Then when they look back to me, they look at each other as if suddenly understanding something. The bartender leans in closer over the bar. So, is that your boyfriend then? He asks me in a quiet voice. I ignore the way my heart flips at the suggestion. No, why does everyone say that? The waiter snorts and the bartender laughs openly, neither bother to hide their amusement at all. What? Why is that so funny? Well, I can't say why anyone else asked that. But in our case, we probably both saw how you were just trying to glare holes through us. I was? Oh no, I didn't realize it. I start to bow to apologize, but the waiter is already turning and walking away. I can give you a little help, though. I hear him mutter as he walks towards Tatsuya and Haruna. Unsure of what to do, I can only watch the scene unfold in front of me. Hey, Haruna, come on, we have to finish getting ready for the night. Haruna looks startled, I assume, at his sudden appearance, and as if finally realizing how completely absorbed with Tatsuya she had been, she quickly bows to the waiter. I'm so sorry. Yo! The waiter's name is Michi? Yo, we relate, bro. My alternate me is helping me. This is so legendary. I completely forgot. Michi laughs and looks away the apology. It's fine, Haruna, but I could use your help in the back. Yo, guy version of me is helping girl version of me. This is beautiful. This is so beautiful. Of course. Well, I hope to see you again, Tatsuya. Right. Have a good night. Dude, I would have left this stupid jerk way long before. I wouldn't have even waited for him. I would make him angry. He could be angry at me for leaving him alone. But then I could put it up in his face that he left me alone. So, you know. Haruna nods and quickly says goodbye. As she walks away with Michi, I finally move from the bar and walk over to Tatsuya. Haruna and I pass each other. She gives me a little smile. Are they childhood friends? Are you exes? What is this? I somehow managed to force out a smile back at her, but it feels so incredibly awkward. I can only hope it didn't look like a grimace. Tatsuya's eyes don't stray from Haruna's, retreating back as I walk up to him. Why do you look so angry, my dude? I feel a stab of irritation. Ugh, well, whatever. Here, have the money. Pull out the money the staff had given me out of my pocket. Hey, Yukimura. He doesn't react. Is he that spaced out? Yell at him? Bro. Yell at him. I just want to see how this goes. Hello? Can you stop ignoring me? Tatsuya snaps to attention and looks at me. Sorry, what's the problem? The problem is you've been ignoring me ever since that girl showed up. No, Look, I haven't talked to her in years, so what's your deal? Just because you see someone you know doesn't mean you have to totally ignore me. Ugh, you're such a jerk. I shove the money into his hand and walk past him. I'm going home. I don't give Tatsuya any time to respond, as I storm out of the bar. Yo, is this... I hope this isn't screwing me with the future out, because if it is, I'm so bad. This time, I'm not even tempted to look back for his reaction. If Tatsuya even tried to follow me, I don't know if I slap him or let him apologize. I would let him apologize, to be honest, but I don't want to forgive him. I don't want to give him even the chance to try. After only a few steps out of the bar, I break into a run before he can catch up to me. I don't even think he was chasing after me, my girl. After leaving Tatsuya behind in the bar, I went straight home in a very bad mood. It's the very fact that I was in a bad mood over something so ridiculous like that asshole Yukimura made it so much worse. So much worse. So much so that I ended up getting a headache. I decided to lay down in bed, but that somehow turned into me glaring at the ceiling, having a generally shitty Saturday night. I sighed and glanced at the clock. The red numbers at 7:44 practically glared back at me from across the room. Yo, I'm already in bed at 7:44. Get up and play on that computer. Be salty at games instead. I sigh again as feelings of frustration start to overtake me. Normally I don't mind being alone, but tonight I'm all too aware of the loneliness that I can't seem to shake. What should I do? Should I go out somewhere? Or maybe just watch something instead? There should be a new episode of Sakura Sparkle Cure out by now. Oh yeah, do that! I'm gonna grab my phone so I can check, but the screen lights up just before I can reach it. My hand stops, my heart jumps into my chest. Could it be? Nah, it's not Tatsuya. No way, I don't believe it. My silly, traitorous heart leaps at the very thought of it being Tatsuya. It's not. Please be on me. Could he actually be worried about me? With a shaky hand, I reach out again and grab my phone. When I unlock the screen, I see that the message is from an email address I don't recognize at all. Hey, Katsu... It's Katsu, man. This is Katsu. Are you free tonight? Okay. P.S. Don't worry too much about how I got your contact information. It's not hard to find when you're me. Wow, cocky. Although it's short, I end up reading over the email several times. No matter how many times I read it, the creepy vibes I get from it don't go away. I don't feel the creepy vibes. I feel a guy that's too cocky for so good. Katsu. I racked my brain trying to remember if I know anyone. What? She doesn't remember him? He gave me like a good first impression. At all by that name. It sounds vaguely familiar for some reason, but an image of a somewhat familiar face and that almost constant arrogant smile flashes in my mind. That guy from yesterday. Katsunosuke, wasn't it? Wait, you forgot him and it was yesterday? I stared down at his email again. It says not to worry about how he got my email, but I'm pretty sure I got it from my dad. My mind turns trying to come up with different ways he might have gotten my email address. The only thing I can think of is that he somehow got it from Shinomura Industries. Probably charm some poor and unsuspecting secretary. Wouldn't be surprised somehow. I'm pretty sure it's my dad. Suddenly, just holding my phone makes me feel disgusted. I sigh, and while the feeling doesn't completely go away, I can't help but feeling just a little vindicated. At least someone is interested in me, someone is interested in me though. Even if it's pathetic to think that. Wow. After thinking about it a moment, I shrug. Dad did say I should get to know the guy if I want to help move the deal along. So, for my project, I'll do it. For once, I throw caution and reason to the wind and start writing Katsu a reply. Katsu. Yes, I'm free. My phone chimes again, almost immediately after I sent my answer. I'm a little surprised you actually responded. You want to go on a date tonight? I'll take you somewhere nice. Ew. I begin to type in my reply. To be clear, I'm only interested in going out for business reasons. As my fingers hover over the reply button, something Dad has said before comes to mind. He did mention something about not being too blunt, right? With that in mind, I hit backspace and instead, I'll go out with you. But please remember that it's on behalf of Shinamura Industries. That's fine, right? I don't have to question my choice of words for long. Katsu replies almost immediately again. I'm sending you the address as an attachment. Meet me there at 9. We can have some drinks there before going somewhere else. Going where? I sigh. What the heck am I even doing? I don't know. I look at my closet. It's too late to go to back out now, so I guess no choice. You could stick them up, stand them up. But that would be bad on your impression. Still feeling unsure about what I'm even doing, I move to get ready. I don't know much about Katsu or even where we'll be going, so what should I wear? I rummage through my closet, feeling a bit scatterbrained from the spontaneity, whatever, of it all. No, wait, I should go have a shower first. I think about what to wear while getting clean. I head off to have a shower with that in mind. I'm just wearing a plain sweater? I consider just who I'm going out with. I ended up picking out casual yet cute clothes, a long sleeve sweater and a flowing skirt. This guy went to a business meeting looking casual, so I think it's a safe guess that he doesn't do anything other than casual. Tatsuya did say that we should meet up at a cafe before going to dinner, but I didn't realize it would be this cafe. As soon as I walk through the door, a wave of anxiety hits me. An image of her comes to the forefront of my mind, and I feel like I can almost see her, sitting there right by the window waiting for me. Oh no, my heart jumps and an unpleasant chill passes through me. I can smell the perfume she always wears, hanging around in the air like a vicious poison. It burns my throat. I take a step back and another. My back hits the door. The solid feeling behind me helps me step back to reality. Take a deep breath and look around. The place is full of people. Only a few empty seats by the bar remain. And that's where I spot the bright turquoise hair. I straighten myself up and make my way through the busy coffee house up to Katsunosuke. Tatsuya looks up and I walk up to him. He stands up in one fluid movement. So unlike the laziness he exuded back in Shinamura Industries. Oh, he is wearing casual. A pleasure to see you again, Michiko. He smoothly, easily takes my hand and plants a kiss on the back of it. His skin tingles under the heat of his lips. What's all this all about, all of a sudden? He wasn't being this forward yesterday. Allow me to formally introduce myself. He lets my hand go, a little too slowly as his fingers tickle my skin and gives me a small mocking bow. Tatsunosuke Kasama. I'm the Skion, a current leader of the Kasama family. Which is of course very large, very old, very rich and all that. Looking at him, I never would have guessed Katsunosuke might be someone important, especially not someone chosen to lead. And yet it explains everything I couldn't quite put my finger on. It's doubtful he's ever had to worry about much in his life at all. When he stands back up straight again, he smiles down at me. His voice seems even smoother and deeper than yesterday when he speaks again. You're looking very cute tonight. Did you dress down a little more for me? I haven't had to say a single word to him, and he already has figured me out. Wow, he only met me once before. Could I be that easy to figure out? I opened my mouth to reply when I realized that I recognized the person who's been sitting next to Katsuya at the bar. Oh! Professor Kazama! Oh, he's such a babe. Without me even noticing, Hikaru has been sitting, sipping his coffee there the whole time. I bet he heard all of that too. Tatsuya cocks his head to the side. Oh, do you know him? I'm one of her professors. Hikaru smiles up at me from his seat. Good evening, Melody. How are you? I'm good. Sorry, Professor. I didn't see you there. Do you know Katsunosuke? Hikaru shakes his head. I just met him. We were having a chat about the recent troubles between the Fae factions of Avalon before you came in. Oh, okay, I see. The Fae? Avalon? What? Sounds like something of a fantasy book for real. I have no idea where to even begin asking about that particular topic, so I just smile instead. I'm surprised to see you here, actually, Professor. Do you come here often? Yep, I'm actually a regular here, especially when weekends are kind of slow for me. Tatsuya laughs slightly. I can understand the feeling. He glances at me and smiles. But this weekend I got lucky. What? Don't say that to my professor! Before I can ask what a slow weekend might be, or exactly what Katsu means by getting lucky, Hikaru suddenly stands up. It was good chatting with you, Kasaima. Now if you'll excuse me, I'll leave you to enjoy your date. Oh, I want to date you, Professor. Tatsuya nods as a goodbye and I follow suit, unsure of what else to do. As Hikaru walks past me, I hear a murmur under his breath. Be careful around him. I want to date you though, my dude. I turn to him and to ask what he means, but Hikaru is already out through the door, leaving me utterly confused. Frustration bubbles up inside me, and my worries only seem to multiply. Tatsuya offers me up his seat as he takes the one that Hikaru has vacated. I sit down without comment. It's hard to talk with my headache only growing in size. Out of the corner of my eye, I can see the table Shizuka and I sat at. I can almost see her there, her shining green eye looking back at me. The glimmer was something almost like sorrow. I freeze up. My hands start to shake, and it takes me all of my willpower to stop them. Michiko, is something wrong? Huh? Oh! Katsu's voice snaps me out of my strange state. I shake my head. No, everything's fine. I was just thinking. So tell me, why are you looking to sell all your properties? Tatsu chuckles at first, but quickly enough, it turns into a full-on laugh. I like your directness, even though it does stem from naivety. I found he moves closer with a smirk. I can't tell you just yet, it's a secret. He pulls away, but the smirk doesn't leave his lips. I hold back a frustrated sigh. I feel like a toy that's being battered around by a cat, and I get the sense that it's not something that will ever change with him. I sit back and prepare myself for an evening with Katsunosuke. With a drink in hand, I watch Katsu. It's been half an hour and I have yet to learn much more about him other than the fact that he is a huge flirt. But I had that figured out already, so I got nothing new. I want to sigh but settle for taking a sip of my drink instead. I can't tell if he's actually serious or not though, and that bothers me to no end. He's insanely hard to read. As Katsu moves to take another drink, I notice Tatsuya and his mother walk in the cafe. Oh great! Oh great! This is great! Oh! I look back to Katsu. Whatever my feelings for Tatsuya, I do not want to be seen on a date with someone like Katsu of all people right now. It don't matter. It don't matter, man. It doesn't matter. Because Tatsuya isn't like us, so it's whatever. Can we go ahead to dinner? Like, right now? Tatsu stops midway sip and glances at me. Amusement seems to dance in his turquoise eyes. For a while, he doesn't speak, and I begin to feel a nervous sweat start to form on my brow. I can't even begin to guess what he's thinking when he looks at me that way. He puts his drink down and stands up. Alright. I stand up and grab my bag, but from where we are, I can clearly hear Chizaki speak to the barista. I'm here to see Galen about a job for my son. Would you go and let him know I'm here? What? I freeze for a second and peek at Chizaki and Tatsuya from behind Katsu. Tatsuya looks as grumpy as ever, standing there behind Chizaki, but they haven't seemed to have noticed me in the busy bar area yet. Yo, just stay there. Stay there. They don't see us. They're so close. My heart feels like it's trying to escape my body through my throat. I tug on Katsunosuke's arm and he chuckles. That's so cute, you know? Come on then. He likes our wimpy side? No fam, we do not roll that way. Although he walks at a leisurely pace, his long strides are hard for me to match, and I end up having to rush after him. As I close the glass door of Veretta's behind me, I could almost swear that I catch Tatsuya looking my way. He can look all he wants, okay? It's his fault. After a cold night, Homemade coffee. Memories. Oh, look at the little kitty. Is that a kitty or is that a bear? I don't know. I like looking around here. We left Chao's upscale area, heading into a lower part of the district. My head has been pounding like a drum all this time, and it only keeps getting worse as time goes on. Ugh, why do I feel so awful? I cast a sideways glance at Katsu, who's walking right next to me. I shouldn't have said yes, I should have just stayed home. A strange heaviness settles in my chest. My thoughts begin to spiral downwards into the countless what-ifs. It starts to feel almost as if something was trying to claw its way out of my ribcage. What if Tatsuya did see me? I try not to grimace. It doesn't matter, man. He doesn't like us. We're a study partner to him. But if he did, what did he think then? Alright, who's that guy? Just thinking about him makes my mood turn dark again. For whatever reason, my thoughts stray far too easily to him. Katsu wordlessly strides alongside me with his hands in his pockets while I continue to torture myself with my silent thoughts. He does not look pleased right now. I can feel him glance at me without even looking at him. You sure you don't want to go somewhere fancier for food? I don't care about showing up in whatever kind of clothing I like. I'm sure you don't. I fight the urge to sigh. He didn't even need to say it. That much was clear already. Tatsu had said he wanted to take me to some fancy upscale restaurant. While he might not care about it, I would have felt too awkward going in there while looking so casual. I know some restaurants that would turn you down if you don't dress a certain way. When I don't reply fast enough, he laughs. You know, you're making this very hard on me. I look at him, unable to hide my confusion. Huh? Being so quiet and refusing to let me wine and dine you? I've said this already, before even going out anywhere, but I'm here on behalf of Shinamura Industries. My reply seems only to amuse him more, and he laughs again. Whatever he was going to say, Katsunosuke cuts himself off and suddenly stops. Not expecting an abrupt stop like that, I almost walk face first right into him. I look up just in time to see him stop. I can't see why he stops, so I move to the side around him when he quickly turns around and grabs me by the arm. What are you doing? He roughly pulls me into the side alley. Well, what do you think you're doing? You can't just... Before I can protest further, Katsu pushes me against a wall and covers my mouth with his hand. What the hell? He's so close that I can barely move my arms. I try to pry his hand away from my mouth, but I can't reach. I struggle against him, pounding my fist against his chest. I try to push him away with all my strength, but Katsu doesn't move, not even an inch. Any attempts I make are fruitless. He's far stronger than he looks. I look up, ready to glare him into the ground, but he's not doing anything? Katsunosuke doesn't seem to be trying to do anything except hold me still and quiet. In fact, he's not even looking at me. I follow his line of sight. His eyes are focused on the alley's entrance. I stop moving entirely and relax. What's going on? I glance up at him with a frown. Don't tell me you spotted one of his girlfriends or something. I wouldn't exactly be surprised if that was actually the case. Unable to do anything else, I look back to the alley entrance and that's when I see it. What the heck are you? A hooded figure covered in dark purple clothing stands there. That is mad creepy. I can barely blink before the figure runs up to us in a flash and attacks Katsu with something. They move much too fast for me to see what it is. Katsu doesn't hesitate to throw me to the ground. Oof! Oof! With an almost lazy wave of his hand, a wave of water burst forth from seemingly nowhere, blocking the incoming attack. The attackers sent back a few steps, but they managed to hold their ground. The two stare at each other for a moment before Katsu finally speaks. Who the hell are you? Instead of answering, the stranger suddenly jumps to the side away from Katsu and rushes at me. In midair, they form a deadly-looking icicle, ready to stab me. I freeze at the sight. I can't breathe. My lungs feel as if they're closing up. A strange tingling spread throughout my whole body. It's like a million tiny pinpricks are trying to break through my skin. Flashes of the outburst in Professor Kozama's class come to mind, but the heat I felt from that time isn't here. I feel cold, so deathly cold and numb. A sensation of floating in nothingness. My body starts to move on its own, throwing out my hands in front of me. A wall of ice shoots out from the ground. The silent barely manages to stop before they hit the ice and drop their icicle. But that doesn't matter. That doesn't seem to matter in the slightest. Shit! Not again! My body's beyond my control. Ice spreads from my body all around me. I can't do anything. I feel as if I'm floating in my own mind, unable to even blink. I hear the distant screams of other stragglers in the alley, but it's all starting to get hazy. Move, damn it! I put everything I have into moving, into doing something, but it's as if my body is truly not my own. Jagged peaks shoot out from the ice on the ground, and ice runs along the walls. They sharpen and wildly grow into all directions. My vision is getting darker. The silence is caught in my eruptions of ice as they try to flee. The last thing I see, Katsu throw out his hands, sending a giant wave of water at the deathly spikes coming toward him. Then I black out. Ooh, this house is so pretty! This is literal goals. This is what I dreamed to have. Even before I fully awaken, I get the feeling that I'm not somewhere safe and familiar. Slowly I open my eyes, already fearing what I might see. I'm greeted with the unexpected view of a chandelier in a dark room. In front of me, at the opposite end of the room, there is a large glass window where moonlight is pouring in. I can clearly see the million stars in the sky, which tells me at a glance that I'm probably nowhere near the city. But then I hear something terrifying, the soft sound of a person's breathing next to me. I force myself to turn my head and see what I feared I might. Katsunosuke's sleeping face not all that far from mine. I feel a scream rising within my chest, but I frantically clasp my hands over my mouth, my heart racing, and manage to gently roll away while I gather my thoughts together. Wait, why is your room so pink, my dude? Why is it so girly? That's Katsu, but what happened? The events come back to me in fragments, getting attacked by that person, Katsu and I about to go out to eat. The time I spent with Tatsuya earlier today seems like it happened weeks ago. I try to take in deep, shivering breaths and calm down. Okay, I don't know what happened or what Katsu might have done with me, but I know I needed to get away from here. With that thought in mind, though I'm terrified Katsu might wake up, I gingerly sit up on the side of the bed. I check to see if he woke up from the movement, but his face looks as relaxed as ever, even innocent. I push the thought out of my mind, knowing damn well he's the furthest thing from innocent. I stand up and start moving toward the door. It's only then that I realize the room seems very feminine, like a woman's room. Is this really Katsu's room? While it's true, he's a little eccentric. I didn't imagine him to have tastes like this. Is it his sister's room? I guess you can't really tell what someone might like from seeing them. I start to move again, but stop when I see the view outside the window. It takes my breath away. There are empty fields that seem to go on forever, the wind gently stirring the grass under the pale light of the moon. I know I should be freaking out considering I just confirmed my fear that I am indeed far away from the city, but I'm too enthralled by the stunning view. I stare at it for a few moments, letting it calm my mind and body. I hear something behind me then, and my heart stops in my chest. I quickly turn around, but Katsu is still right where I left him, albeit in a different position. Right, okay, I can admire the view later. I need to get out of here. I move to the door as quietly as I can and slip out of the room. Whoa, where are we? Are we in a castle? I can't see anything at first, but soon my eyes adjust better to the dark. I realize I'm actually in a traditionally styled Japanese house. Oh, but how? The room was nothing like the rest of the house. Pushing the mystery out of the room out of my mind, I cautiously move down the stairs. I creak and my own rapid breathings get faster with every step. I feel like my heart is going to explode by the time I reach the bottom. But somehow I manage to keep it together until I find the door that I hope leads to the outside. I finally make it outside. I haven't heard a single sound aside from me. I stop for a moment in the shadows to calm my racing heart. I lean against the building and stare at the million stars above, wondering where the hell I am. Then I hear a sound. I stop breathing and look from side to side. What was that? It was so faint but it seemed close. But I don't hear anything. After a few seconds, I decide to start moving again, reasoning that I should get out of here no matter where I am. I start walking to the gate, throwing nervous looks over my shoulder every so often. I'm almost there when suddenly I feel a presence behind me. Yo! No thank you, Katsu? I try to spin around and scream simultaneously, but a hand is thrown over my mouth. I am grabbed around the waist and pulled forcibly against a warm body that starkly contrasts the cool night air. Hello? I'm not comforted by it at all, though. Shh! It's just me. Takumi. Huh? My eyes go wider than I thought possible. Takumi. Well, that's what I try to say, but it comes out muffled. I struggle to turn around and verify his identity, but his strong arms won't budge. Let's get out of here first, then I'll explain. Takumi, like my childhood friend? Even though his usually high, clear voice is pitched low right now, I still recognize it. Somehow, just hearing a strangely familiar sound makes me relax, and I feel Takumi's grip loosen. I nod in agreement with him, and while he completely lets my body go, his hand is still over my mouth. You promise not to scream? I nod again, and his hand drops. I inhale the cool air into my lungs and gasps. Man, he scared the crap out of me. Finally, I'm able to turn around, and I have to cover my mouth to stop the escaping scream of surprise. Whoa, dude! I will totally blow our cover. In the pale moonlight, I take into Kumi's visage, which is very different from normal. Wow, it looks so cool. What the heck are you doing? Where are we, my dude? I don't know, but this is where we're gonna stop for today. I'm very sorry. It's always left on a cliffhanger, I know. Sorry. Anyway, thank you guys for watching today's episode. Tatsuya can go screw something else, cause he has made me salty. Okay, I'm just gonna go lurk around these other guys until he realizes he's lost someone important. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Stay beautiful, and I'll see you guys in the next one.